Hello everybody, CDI4 here, and today, guys, we have achieved a goal that I have never actually even set. But today we have a very special guest. You know him, you love him, and honestly, some of you might simp for him. Give it up for AidenDitre, the
Hello,
the
everybody.
creator of Space Bros, Mr. Prismo's coming out, the voice actor of Massacre, and
In the
today,
in the I was gonna say like in the Psycho Cuties English dub because a lot of people there are some people that get that confused with the original Russian sub.
Yeah, I literally all of your streams. When's the next episode? I don't know. Leave me alone. But but yeah. So he's created a bunch of cool stuff and revived a few things like Monica's DDLC. Speaking of which, get that to like a bajillion views, cause I mean we just had this conversation. He might add Yuri if we do that. So you know.
I haven't worked on that in such a long time. Like I'm gonna be honest, there's a reason that I stopped doing that and everything.
My heart will
One,
always
because
burn.
I rewatched all the episodes and I realized this is kind of cringe. This
Indeed, but
I,
but Yuri, my heart will always burn. God damn it!
well, I'm always gonna be a Monica stan, so
Ugh,
so
God. Well, you know what? We're gonna agree to disagree and react to the Space Bros pilot. This is going to be the first video in a series of 3.
hmm
So
Well, I
you,
mean, more episodes will come out and everything, but like, for now, it's just going to be the three.
the pilot and the 2 shorts, I think, are pretty good. So this is going to be a kind of also an interview near a little bit of both. So you ready, boss?
Yes, I'm absolutely stoked.
All right, let's go.
Animated pilot contains cringe animation and really bad mic quality. If you can make it all the way to the end without completely dying of cringe, you will earn this
This
cookie.
cookie. Now, okay, this right here, this is gonna sound so fucking stupid, but this scene here is so nostalgic. So, okay, my setting for Space Bros was I was sitting in my dad's car and it had just dropped, like literally right there. And I'm just in my dad's car. He's in the shop, and I'm what? This was the first thing I saw.
Was this?
What was literally you will earn this cookie.
Move the ship to above where
Oh
we're pinned,
God.
and please not a scratch on it. I'm not sure how much longer Star can hold
So,
off.
okay, quick question about the animation here.
hmm
So, I've seen a lot of people animate with CapCut. My question is, so I understand like their mouths are hand drawn, but like with their arms, like with Star's hands, were they like rigged with like keyframes?
Yes, actually, we did something similar to that and everything. However, by the way, originally, so like for the pilot, a lot of it was CapCut animation, but like for the newer stuff, we've moved over to something else, which like, um I can't completely say and everything because then other people would figure out how to do it and there's a reason why I do this. It's because so have you ever like seen when a show has an art style that's so easy to replicate, all the fan animations look too similar to the point where people can't tell what's fan made and
Yes,
what's official?
exactly. Yeah.
I thought, okay, Space Bros has one of the most simple art styles ever. It would be so easy to create fake stuff for it. So, what if we move over to something else to add elements to it that would be extremely hard to do if you didn't know how we did it?
Yeah,
So that
yeah.
way, everybody would have their own art style for it, and it worked. I've
It
seen a
does,
lot of the
yeah.
fan animations and
Every
stuff, and
everyone has like their own depictions. There's that one you know that one girl, you know who I'm talking about, who has like that really like nice art style. She did that fucking amazing fan art with
oh
Clarkson. Yes,
yeah,
that went hard, bro. Honestly, low key envy because it is like surprisingly trying to draw them in your own art style is not a hard, but I try to keep it as Space Bros as possible while having it the way I like to draw it.
also, can we just talk about one more thing before we continue? I am sorry to people that had to start the pilot and everything and then transition to the main series and think that the animation is just terrible. There were probably so many people that started on the pilot, got to this first scene, and then immediately clicked off because the animation was so bad.
Boss, honestly,
It,
honestly, the only thing I was thinking was, goddamn, like, what's your line thickness, bro? Like, Clarkson, what does that mouth do?
but yeah, we've clearly improved in the animation side of things. Roll the clip.
Don't worry, guys. Cleaning up all this water should be easy if we set the house on fire.
No, that's an awful idea. Why would you? And you just set everything on fire.
I am God!
Sorry, with or without stuffed crust?
Not the f***ing time. And besides, you know I despise stuffed crust. Stop. Why the hell have you stopped shooting?
Well, I stopped shooting because I was out of ammo.
How the hell do you
Okay, so why did Star's bow tie just disappear for the rest of the pilot?
Because I was too lazy to keep it on him the entire time. I didn't want to have to, because so since all of the characters' body parts are separate, whenever they had to do long-term movement, I had to move all their accessories with them, and then had to keep it in sync with the rest of their bodies.
Exactly, or else it's gonna
So
look
it's
like something
like-
changed.
So yes, that's why like in the pilot, sometimes like when they're walking, their bodies would wobble a bit and everything, which I mean, it looks like, yeah, that's what happens when you move your body and you're walking, so it doesn't look too strange.
I don't see a problem with
But,
that.
like,
yeah.
Yeah, you get you get it.
It's
But
fine, yeah.
yeah, but also look at this expression on his face.
What's
He's
funny?
just too deep in
What's
thought.
funny to me is like, okay, with the pilot, like I just got used to like having Clarkson's head always be a different shape. So I dead ass forget that like it's canonically mad circular, because like all the other Clarkson art you do, his head is just a circle. So
Well, I mean,
I still draw him with the oval shaped ass head.
You want to know how I used to do the shape for his head?
Very much.
So I used to pull out a PNG of an egg, and then I used to trace over it.
Oh my god. What are his eyes made out of?
His eyes, those are actually 3D. Those are 3D like rendered PNGs.
I have been
I
so
like-
confused about that throughout my entire, literally dead ass. I didn't even know they were his pupils.
Well, I mean, they're like, so the whole thing was like, I thought because like the stereotype for alien eyes is that they're supposed to be reflective. So I thought, what if I did like a trick on that, and I made the reflective part of his eye like the actual part of his eye that's supposed to move when he's looking at something.
Yeah, honestly, that is something I have been confused about like forever. But now, because originally I just gave him pitch black eyes. Now I just color it in white. Now, guys, are you ready? Are you ready for the infamous plot convenience scene? This is the chicken jockey of Space Bros.
I don't know. Plot inconvenience?
You know what we need? We need the
plot convenience ray.
Oh yeah, the plot convenience.
I left the bloody plot convenience
Bloody
right at home.
convenience right at home.
My question is: this just a TF2 weapon?
Yes.
Ah.
Hi, I know that bloody sound.
Look how relaxing the music sounds. That's the plot convenience right part.
You stood on my bloody hand, you bastard.
Oh, you fucks. Okay, so what planet were they on?
Also, this is quite the frame. Wait, can we at least make it to the part where it gets to the title card? I don't want to be paused on this.
Anyway, I'm sorry.
I enjoyed that so much when I first animated that. Also, like, I know in that scene particularly, it's obvious that we were we were new at what we were doing with the pilot because of how they looked in that one scene. They just look so. They look like the joke versions of them that you would see from a faraway distance. It's like a one-off. Like if you looked at a character from really far away and the creator draws them really scribbly, they look like that, but they're not even that far away.
I
So it
feel
doesn't
like it's
even.
it's like Ed's World, like really early Ed's World, like Christmas special Ed's World, like black hoodied toward Ed's World.
That honestly, exactly. But like, yeah, basically, for that whole entire sequence. Also, did you catch the fact that they're using a Steven Universe warp pad?
I did notice that. No, cause no, deadass. There are so many things like that I got scared that only I would notice. Like, and I don't want to look like a fucking nerd.
I'm gonna be honest. Like, I put so many references to other things about like references people still haven't realized that are there in this pilot.
Literally, and I love that. Like, I love that you could just put your like shit that you like into this. Okay, what the fuck are these guys? I've never. What are they from?
Those are okay. So I thought that this is the funniest thing. So I was like, basically, this is the weirdest backstory for something ever. So a while ago, Vivzy Pop, the creator of Has Been Hotel and Hell of a Boss,
Wait, really? I
partnered
thought
with
she. I
Weird
thought she
Al.
was the creator of Ina.
Well, so she partnered with Weird Al Yankovic to do a music video, and there's a short sequence where he's in a cemetery and there's all these cute little vampire things with these doopy, dropey looking faces. And I looked into it, and it turns out this motherfucker is the only Spindle Horse character that does not have any kind of copyright over him. So we can use him as much as we want. So originally this was supposed to be a gimmick just for the pilot, and then we would never see these little guys ever again.
And then
Because Dr.
and
People
then you made him your.
supposed to do a
then
one-off,
you made him your fucking profile picture for STS2.
which nobody knows about. Okay, nobody knows about my second channel, which is why I love posting there, because nobody ever sees it. And compared to my main channel, which is at like how many? It's like 44,000 something. Like I think we're almost to like we're getting around to fit 50,000 something. I I can't remember. Was it? Oh yeah, 45,382 subscribers. That's where we're at right now. Still relatively small, but still pretty impressive for this.
Honestly, for
This fucking shit we're looking at right now. I'm impressed at how popular Space Bros has gotten just 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 because of how bad the pilot was. I mean,
honestly,
animation wise, the writing was peak.
honestly, boss, I can't lie. I don't think Space Bros will ever get popular until Space with the Bros comes back.
Space
The,
the bro.
the loss of Space with the Bros makes my
That
heart crumble.
we
Wait, it's on his
actually
second channel! Anyways.
Please
You know we
explain for
are
me.
gonna have like an original song come out, like called Space with the Bros.
Yeah, didn't you release a trailer for it?
No,
Wait, nope,
we did not actually.
Addict music video. Got him confused, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
How this
yes.
happened?
Do you remember when that thing bit Star and then he screamed like a baby?
Okay, Mark, you fucking asshole, that wasn't even relevant.
Talk about that.
Sorry, after it bit him, that one multiplied, and then... Yep. So you guys got this handled, right? Alright, see you later.
Oi, look, we don't need him. You, me, and Ava will all go team up and...
I'm sorry, but this right here, this was another instant where I was just like, bro, the mouth line thickness is crazy.
Also, can we talk for a second about Mark's voice actor? So, as some of you know, in the pilot, Mark was voiced by a completely different person than who plays him in the actual like the main series. Um, this was because originally Space Bros, the entire cast was made up of just my friends, literally my friends that I've known since kindergarten. I rounded them all up, and I was just like, "Yo, you're coming with me."
I wish I
And
could do that. I wish I could fucking do that. None of my friends will voice act for me, bro. It was crazy, bro. It made me sick.
but like, yeah, basically the whole reason that the whole recast situation happened in the first place was one because the again Mark's pilot voice actor, Max Green, he was never really a voice actor, and he wasn't really even into voice acting that much. The only reason he like signed on for the project was because like forever ago, when I was a kid, I said this one-off thing that he acted like it would never happen. I said,
I
if I ever
yearn
make a
for the
cartoon,
mines. Oh,
I
wasn't that?
said,
I'm sorry.
oh no, I basically I yearned for the mines. I basically said to him, I was like, if I ever make a cartoon, you're gonna be in it, even if it's only for like one episode. And he's like, sure, yeah, like that's ever gonna happen. And then it happened. And yeah, I knew that, once it started to get successful, and that like, because I genuinely didn't think it was gonna make it past a pilot. Um, I genuinely thought it was gonna get like three or maybe like 100 views, and then I'd cancel it and then move on to be working at McDonald's. But that didn't happen.
Working at McDonald's is crazy. But no, listen to me, boss. Okay, because if Space Bros didn't get popular, Psycho Cuties would have taken off. Honestly, you could just carry on Psycho Cuties forever.
I probably could, but I'm not going to. I'm going to be doing a bunch of other things.
Sell the
right now,
fuck out.
I cannot talk about all the things that I'm signed up for and all the things that should be coming out. But
Mr.
some of
Prisma?
them. I mean, besides you, Mr. Prisma, you know some of the other stuff. But yeah, there's going to be a
things
lot
that I can't talk about. One of the things that I actually work on. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. I flutter. But
I flutter.
today is Space Bros. Let's get
Where's Ava?
Wow! I am so messed up. Oh, hey. Come here often?
She assaulted that cactus. That is disgusting.
No. Okay. By the way, do you know that cactus actually has a name?
What's his name? Its name.
His name is Jack.
Jack.
Its name's Jack.
Jack.
Yeah.
Jack.
Jack the cactus.
Jack the cactus.
When we were making the pilot in the Discord server, we made in this entire joke thread. Well, like I don't have the audio files anymore, but like we sent these like Ellie, the voice actor of Ava, she's also the voice actor of Mimi in the Psycho Cuties English dub. But yeah, she made these hilarious voice messages, like in character, talking about simping for this goddamn cactus. And I lost all of the voice messages, but it was hilarious.
I love that with the cast. Like, do you and your cast just have like bullshit inside jokes that make it into the pilot or like the show? Me too.
Yes.
Oh god, I'll tell you about it later. But that is the funniest thing. That is the best thing when working with like a cast of people, is to have a joke that only you guys get. Is to just have that one thing that only you guys find funny.
Adopt that thing again?
Because we can.
Now this is what's important. I'm going to go to the living room to better learn how to defeat these things.
Sure, for no
You're
reason.
going to
Mainly
go
because
down
I was
to
lazy.
Ava's room to find her.
Okay, but
And
okay,
the
so
three of us
random
will-
question. What about drawing the jacket was harder than drawing the shirt?
Team up and
Okay, I'm gonna be
stop
honest.
the vampires once and for all, okay?
Yeah, Clarkson just interrupted me there. Hi, I can interrupt you with whatever you want, motherfucker.
Hey, bitch,
don't
hey,
talk
bitch,
to me
you
like
don't
that.
hey,
I made you.
He
bitch.
fucking created you, dipshit. You better get your ass back in that pilot, bitch. I'll fucking space that ass. That didn't sound right. That didn't sound right. Pause. Pause.
I'm sorry. Excuse me. Anyway, basically, it's a crazy thing. If you actually go to the trailer of the Space Bros pilot, you can see an alternate version of this scene where he was wearing the jacket. So this entire thing about him wearing the T-shirt, this is bullshit. I lied to everyone.
So it was pointless? There was no point of it?
I purposely put him in a T-shirt so I could put this entire message to distract people so that they felt just as lost when Clarkson finished his sentence as Star did.
I was bamboozled!
Yes, but where did you get the dry erase board from?
Yeah, that's not really important. Our calling.
This right here. Okay, this is one of the instances where, and before we made this video, we were talking about how much I love the Space Bros background, and Boss said, "quote Everyone's like, oh, look at the character animation. Me, ooh, look at this wall." But I'm curious, how is Alistair here done?
Okay, so that is actually a frame of him from the insane music video that we took then, like, because his face was already in the dark.
Ah, okay.
So I moved him and then cropped the space around him and then added shading to make it look like he was just there in the dark next to Slender Man and Freddy Fazbear.
I love Freddy Fazbear is bro. I
By the
love
way,
Freddy
there's a
Fazbear.
reason. There's
Huh?
a reason why they're there. There's a reason why they're there, and they disappear the moment the light gets turned on.
Okay,
And why Star?
will Freddy Fazbear be in an episode again? We need him.
Maybe.
I'm just saying.
There's a lot of.
I'm just
Let's
saying.
just say.
Hmm.
Let's just. I'm not going to give everything away, but let's just say. Star is going to be seeing a lot more characters from indie horror games.
Let's
Okay.
just say I think there should be an episode where they all go to Freddy Fazbear's Pizza and Uzi's there.
And Uzi's there.
Uzi's there. Welcome to Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, and eat. Yeah, that's my vision.
Why do we need Uzi when we just have Ava? Ava's like Uzi's Dollar Tree discount cousin.
I feel okay.
Like,
I see her inspiration, but I still see her as like her own original character.
So the whole thing is like, because obviously she was inspired by Uzi, but the whole thing is like, I thought, how can I make her like an individual? Okay,
Make her
Step
excessively
one.
more violent.
Yes.
Make her cuter.
Yep, that was step one. Yep. Okay. Oh, that was not on the list. What? But yeah, that was a sentence that was just uttered.
Wait, what I say?
Anyway,
wait, what sentence?
I heard you say step should make her cuter. I was like, yeah, that wasn't on the list.
Yeah,
but
she's
okay.
like bite-sized and shit.
That is true. She is the shortest out of the cast. Like, there's gonna be scenes where she's like standing on top of tables.
She's standing, and then she's in the poster, just in the background with a knife. I like that. It's cute. Anyways, please continue, boss. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah. So by the way, this hallway, as you can tell in like the newest short episode that we saw it, this hallway looks a lot different than it did in the pilot, obviously. Obviously because we have to like update the backgrounds and make them, look good with shading. But I love the little details I added. Like, look on the bottom pillar, it says Mark was here.
Because, well, I don't know why.
He was.
I like to, but
Well, yeah, he was.
I did like how in Mark's character trailer he was singing "Karma's a bitch."
Yeah.
I should know better. Anyways.
Hold on a sec. Let me turn on the light for you.
Oh, okay.
Okie dokie.
I guess it's not so bad.
Okay, so like bullshit question, but like, have you ever passed this off as like a school project?
Okay. Not exactly, however, we may or may not. So I was a part of this school like news show and everything,
Same.
like back when I was going to this school. I can't disclose the location, but you could clearly find it if you looked hard enough. But I was on like what school it was. But yeah, I was on this news like the school news channel and everything, and I was God, those were something.
We
I was
are a lot alike because I was too.
But basically, so what we did was we secretly snuck in an ad for Space Bros into the news, and they couldn't take it out by the time it had come up because everything had been edited, and the video had gone up, and hundreds of people had already gone. I mean, they did because like not the time.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Even though it was bleeped, like. By the way, side tangent. I think that Space Bros is semi-appropriate for 12-year-olds, if they're like those really mature 12-year-olds that are
Yeah,
like
my
into
brother, my brothers and my cousins like it.
Yeah, it's like I don't appreciate people being all like, kids shouldn't watch this because there's censored cursing in it and everything. Ed was like, well, people watch Digital Circus and there's only censored cursing in that, and you're saying people shouldn't watch that, so you're a hypocrite. And it's like, no.
Digital
Kids
Circus,
shouldn't
no,
watch Digital
fuck that
Circus.
shit. No, if literal fucking children, like little ass kids, watch Digital Circus, even though it has been made abundantly clear that is not a children's show. I saw a little girl cosplayed as Pomni at Fandom Con, going around getting the cast fucking autographs. It was cute as fuck, don't get me wrong, but she should not have been there.
It's like, quote Zubel, episode 6, I want the ability to have like,
that wasn't even supposed to be censored.
Oh no, you can get the uncensored version if you go to
Twitter.
like one of the other. Yeah, if you go to the other, like if you click on settings and then go to English BU or something, it's literally the same episode except you can hear Zubel uncensored saying it.
So fuck you guys saying Space Bros ain't appropriate. Catching up. Fucking Rob said bitches. Fuck you guys. Okay, if he wants the alien to say fuck, the alien's gonna say fuck. I'm glad we had this conversation.
Yes, I'm glad too. Anyway, continue. Let's look at the Twilight DVD.
No.
Fred 2 is crazy.
Yep, found it. Nice.
Fred 2
I
is
can learn how to kill vampires and be entertained.
I love that there's just real world things in this universe.
I really enjoyed. I like this walk cycle. I thought that was really good. So okay,
this
did
was
you,
not
for here
easy
did
to
you?
do.
Huh?
Well, this was not the easiest scene to do because we had to
Mirror
we
it?
had to make we had to make the entire layout of the hallway and then move it on an axis. And then we had to move the character model itself to make it look like he was walking. And then all of this had to be synced together. And like there was a bit where like the background was moving too fast or like it was moving too slow or he wasn't, like the moving didn't seem synchronized or the footsteps didn't sound synchronized with the walking. So we had to do this sequence 3 times before we could get it right.
See, like what I hate. What I hate about like animation in general is deadass. It'd be a 5-second scene like this that I'm just like, wonder how long that took. I wonder how long that took. I wonder how hard it was.
And it's still terrible. The lighting is awful.
We gotta fix the light bulbs in this place. And here's Ava's room. Found it.
Oh yeah, the text.
Ava,
Okay,
Ava's
in the
room.
pilot, there would
Found
be
it.
bits for like a split second where text like that would appear
Bro, I forgot where
to make fun of what the characters were saying.
Ava.
Bro forgot he lived here. It's crazy. I think it's
That
funny that you
became
could
a
just you could just take your inconsistencies and be like,
By the way, that moment of him with the glasses, that became a GIF. That you can use it, and then like somebody put the in the meme text, "I'm here, bitches."
oh yeah, I saw that one.
Also, did you see the Teddy from Among the Sleep?
Yeah, it's right here.
Nobody noticed that, and it pissed me off.
It's the only fucking what the fuck do you mean no one noticed it? It's in plain fucking sight. It's not even hidden.
Also, can we talk about how terrible the symmetry of Ava's room looks right now? Can we talk about how terrible the symmetry of this room is?
I am not the kind of person.
Look at this. Look at that door.
I am not the.
How do you open that?
How the? Why is it like light blue? The crevice that it opens.
He's like she. Well, that's not the crevice. That's like the edge of the door. That when you swing it over, like here. Bro's living in Hello Neighbor.
That she is violating that cactus, and doesn't
It's a
that
canon
hurt?
ship. It's a canon ship, okay?
We need Jack. We need what is their ship name?
Jack
Java.
Java. Java. There we go. Java. Everybody, I better see people making some Java edits after this comes out.
Java fan art, like my Fizz and Baron fan art.
I don't know why you did that. I'm still haunted by the nightmares of that.
If I'm being brutally honest, I just saw that fucking video with them doing the Hell of a Boss pilot thing, and I thought, you know what? I'm just gonna choose violence.
By the way, one quick thing before we move on. So I think one of the things that's gotten Space Bros so popular is just how many random non-canon animations I'll just do using other audio clips and stuff. It's like I feel like other shows, like really popular ones like Glitch with Digital Circus or Viv with Hell of a Boss, they're too afraid to just have fun with these characters that they've created. They're too afraid to like just do random silly moments
yeah,
and then post them to shorts.
like with Gooseworks. 'Cause Gooseworks, even when there aren't episodes, is always making goofy shit with the characters. Fucking, oh no, Corn, the It's Possible comic.
Oh, that was wonderful. I enjoyed that.
She's always doing like funny shit with the characters, even when there aren't new episodes out.
Yes, so it's like that I think is one of the things that I feel like separates Space Bros from a lot of the other independent animated shows. Like we're not afraid to use our characters in like a popular animation trend that we've been seeing recently because we think it's funny.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Hey, do they not have privacy where you're from?
Isn't that painful?
Do you know have you memorized the script?
No, I haven't. Don't put me on blast, boss. All right.
Sweet, what's on the menu?
I'm amazed we didn't get copyrighted for using this full ass clip from this movie.
I feel like okay, like I like with the like okay, with how popular Space Bros is now, like this is the period to like use all the copyrighted shit you want, honestly. Also, I feel like indie creators, if you're using their shit, like how you use the Ramshackle soundtrack, I don't think they'd give a shit.
Well, I mean, the reason, like, I like how whenever we use something, we say exactly where it's from, and we straight up advertise their show for them. Like, there's posters for other indie shows all over the fucking place. There's like, we say the full titles of each thing. Clarkson is canonically a Has-Been Hotel fan. Like, just straight up, he says the full, in a future episode, he straight up says out loud, so like, starts asking, like, what are you watching? Straight up says out loud, oh, I'm just watching the Has-Been Hotel pilot. I prefer the pilot to the main series.
Which is funny because I had a
just
sketch. I had a sketch that I forgot where. It was of Clarkson and City Eye, like, not fighting, but like looking at each other very aggressively, holding up posters of the pilot. Like, Clarkson's holding the pilot poster, and City Eye is holding the full series poster, and they're just looking at each other angrily. And that was just a sketch that I actually never made. That I never actually made into a full drawing.
Anyway.
Nostalgia.
Man, I forgot how good this movie is. Oh, come on! Pick up.
Yo, I found her.
Did you have to call me about it, though?
Hey, at least I did something compared to whatever it is you're doing.
Ow, Ava, you bitch!
Stop
Oi,
that!
whoa, Star. Come on, we don't yell at Ava.
But she's literally throwing things at.
I love how we got the Clarkson. I love how Clarkson and Ava are literally fucking like Blitz and Luna, but like if Luna was like an actual little girl. How old is Ava?
Like, Ava's not a little girl, first off. Otherwise, it would be really creepy when Star and Ava get together eventually. By the way,
wait,
yeah,
what?
That's not a spoiler. I have been telling people this forever. I had been making animations of it. I had been telling people to make fan animations of it. I just thoroughly decided, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to tell one of the ships before it happens so that people are supportive of it as it's going on. Okay? I need to have more supporters of the first ship than there are haters of it already waiting for it to happen. Okay? That's what I wanted. And I know it's a bit tropey, to have the two characters that like hate each other by the start to end up like liking each other. But honestly, you can't look at that scene where she's throwing that, like, by the way, if you slow it down, it's a Pokeball. You can't look at that scene where she's throwing that Pokeball directly into his eye and think, yeah, they don't have any tension whatsoever.
But what about...
Okay, there was tension from the start, okay? I made it that way. I'm the creator, bitch. I decide which characters end up kissing who. Anyway.
But what about Jack?
Fuck Jack.
No.
By the way, can we appreciate how like you can tell the animation quality is getting slightly better. I mean, like nowhere near the quality of the full show,
But
but
like
you can
as it
start
goes
to
on,
tell.
yeah.
Yeah, like towards the end, characters start moving more. Things look more fluent. Things just look a bit better. Clarkson's head still looks like an egg, but you're not gonna acknowledge that.
Well,
We're just
question. So, okay, how long had Space Bros been like actually being? Because I know you've said this several times. You thought of the idea when you were 10, but when like before like the announcement for it, how long had it actually been being worked on?
Well, we were doing test animations for it, and like, doing art for it and everything for like 3 months, like before we made the announcement and started working on the pilot.
Shit, if you got it,
Um,
if I'm just saying, you got any of that Space Bros concept art, I could pop it up right now. Just
you
saying.
don't want it. You don't want to see, trust me, it was terrible. It was awful. But I mean, at the end of the day, that awful stuff is what taught me and, others how to do what it is that we got to do to make the show happen. And that's why, honestly, that's why it just progressively looks better and better throughout the pilot, and why now with the full series, it still looks nostalgic, but like God, it's just everything is smoother and so clean looking. Characters have line art around them, and it's just
That's what I
God, it looks so much
think.
better.
That's really what I think is the difference. Like it, literally, it's fucking, it's Eddsworld Beyond. You know, it's the Space Bros art style, but you cleaned it up.
I love the shading. I love the one of my main things is that I am an avid lover of when cartoons have amazing lighting and shading, which is one of the reasons why I praise the Has Been pilot. The lighting in some of those scenes are so breathtaking compared to the Prime series where they just said, fuck it, there's light, there's like tripods everywhere, there's TikTok tripods everywhere, and all the lighting is going to be exactly the same in every scene. It's like compared to like the scene where like the lights coming out through the window and everything, and Alistair's being is all like fucking picture show.
Yeah,
So it's like,
that's because Prime are bitches and fucking give shitty animation budgets. We've seen Invincible. We've seen how
oh my
shitty
God.
their animation is.
I heard about that when that first happened, and like that was crazy. By the way, I'm never going to like sell out Space Bros or like any of my future works to like a big corporation like Glitch or like Viv. Not because they'd never take me, no. Because if they did, I would flip them off.
Oh
Okay?
wait, why
I'm
glitch?
not
Why glitch? I understand Viv, but why glitch?
Well, I mean, they're not an indie studio anymore. You know what I mean? Like,
I'm,
because of like they have the deal with Prime and they're getting funding from Prime, they're technically under the legal clause not an indie studio
I
anymore. And they
really
keep using the word and the title indie. And it kind of feels like, disrespectful to the rest of the community who don't have Prime and Netflix's money.
so
So it's like,
slight problem there, but I am
they're
not going
nowhere
to sit
near.
here and have an argument about
Yes, yes.
glitch because this is Space
Yeah,
Bros.
yeah. They're nowhere near everything with like Viv and what she's going on over there. But I don't even want to look at that. But they're definitely better than that. But still, I would appreciate it if they just stopped using that title in their shorts and their advertisements. I would appreciate if they stopped doing that. Because
I
I'm over here not rolling in a bath made of Prime's money
I'm gonna
right now,
I'm gonna
making Space Bros.
I'm
So
gonna keep my
yeah,
opinion to
basically,
myself.
anyway, sorry for that short tangent. But we can get right back to Space Bros. Also, rewind it a bit. It's gonna ruin one of the best jokes.
Man, I forgot how good this movie is. Oh, come on! Pick up.
Yo, I found her.
Did you have to call me about it, though?
Hey, at least I did something compared to whatever it is you're doing.
Ow, fuck!
Told you to stop
Oi,
that.
whoa, Star. Come on, we don't yell at Ava.
But she's literally throwing things at me.
I mean,
to
we
be fair,
we throw things
at
at
Yeah,
you
we
all the
throw
time.
things
You
at
really
you all
didn't see
the
a problem
time.
with this?
Not really, no. Can you just get down here?
I'll be down in a second. Ow!
Jesus Christ, Ava!
You memorized the
Well,
script.
now
I didn't. I'm sorry, I didn't.
Where is he?
Where is Mark?
Where are you?
Oh,
There's
I can't.
Mark.
Okay, so does Mark have like a bunch of lore? Is he God?
That is a really funny question. Um, no, he is a celestial being. His father is on the Celestial Council, which contains God.
Oh, okay.
So his dad basically works with God. They're on par with gods. Mark is technically a demigod. He can be killed. It's just extremely difficult to kill him because he has all the powers of a god. Like we saw in the newest short, bro was realigning planet structures and doing crazy stuff. By the way, I'm just amazed at the quality of that episode. Like we I think we outdid ourselves
Cooked like
for
fuck.
certain parts.
Cooked like fuck.
Mark, break time's over. Come on.
Okay, now, not to be a bitch here, but damn, bro is long.
Yeah, okay, that's only because he's laying out on a lounge chair. If you see in other scenes, he's a lot shorter than that. He's big, he's the biggest out of the other characters, but he's not nearly this long. It's because the cloak itself is it stretches when he's on the lounge chair. His arms, however, they are a bit long, just a tiny bit long. Also, I wish that scene where Clarkson opened up the roof hatch, I wish we added at least a third frame, at least for a third frame of the hatch going up instead of just 2 frames of the hatch being open and then one of it being closed. I do like the detail that we added. This was the funniest thing. I don't know why it's so funny to me, but the bit where he disappears and then the drink just starts slowly floating off into space, and it transitions to the next scene and he's still going something about that always makes me laugh when I see it.
Don't worry, Mark. One of these days, you will have fingers.
Break time's over. Come on.
Did you make the sound with him?
Why you gotta do that? Why you gotta do that, boss? Why you gotta put me on blast? Hey guys, look at this fucking loser. He fucking Space Bros.
Made the sound effect.
Well,
Oh
I'm
God,
sure you're wondering why
Dr.
your
Fizzle
ship is
looks
being
terrible.
attacked by a bunch of tiny little vampire
I was
things.
honestly confused. I was confused when I saw him in the poster.
Yes.
What the hell is wrong with your voice?
he looks so much better now.
There's nothing.
I love Clarkson just not giving a fuck. Not
He's
even
fretting on that guitar.
fucking.
Shut up.
Also,
There's
He's
nothing
probably singing "Lonely Summer" from SML and shit.
wrong with my voice.
Star is
I'm sorry,
throwing shurikens.
Man,
Okay,
I can't take you
do you
seriously.
think he needs this right
You're
now?
like a squirrel
And then Ava's
It's
all
a
like,
fucking tank.
"I want a fucking ninja star."
Shut up. I am the unforgettable Dr. Fizzle, and I will not be treated in such a manner. Anyway, what I'm here to tell you is that I
By
am
the
one
way,
behind all of this, and I was hired
Quick
to take you
backstory on
out.
this silly little soda man. So in the comic series I made, which is not on Webtoons, it was just something I did for me, back when I was 10. Dr. Fizzle was originally the main villain of Space Bros, and Space Bros was honestly a bit more cartoony. He was a bit more didn't have an overarching story like it does now. But basically, the whole reason I included Dr. Fizzle in the pilot was he was literally supposed to be a one-off villain, and that's the whole joke. All the other characters just talk about him like he's a one-off villain. And it was supposed to be this I added him to kind of pay homage to the fact that, he used to be the main villain. I could have just not added him at all, which was I was originally going to do that, but I thought, hey, I need a goofy one-off villain character that Baron Vane hired and everything. But then I included him. And people loved him so fucking much that a whole third of the comment section was filled with "Please bring him back. Please, Dr. Fizzle's the best character." People were obsessed with this soda can
We've
in a fucking suit.
we
To the point where I was like,
we've all
I-
seen how I feel about Dr. Fizzle, so I'm glad you brought him
Yes,
back.
yes. But I was like, so when I was like, okay, I guess I have to bring him back. I updated all of his lore, gave him a fresh new design. He's the only character that has opposable sharp fingertips, and he looks dope as fuck. Also,
Really? For
he
real?
has-
I love his little
His-
fucking. I love his triangle-shaped ass body.
Yeah, I do love the fact that his waist is non-existent. Um, but yeah, basically, and oh, his little vampire guys. Um, they're still there. We're still including the little vampire guys. Okay, they're
Were
like
they
like Sir Pentious
inspired?
has his egg
I was
boys.
just about
Sir
to say.
Pentious has his egg boys.
I was literally just gonna say, are they inspired by the egg guys from Has-Been that Joe Gran used to voice?
Yes, also appreciation for the knowledge. But yes, however, only difference one is that they're vampires and they can do vampire things, and two, the vampire thingies, they don't actually talk. They make these little gobbling, perky noises, and then subtitles are going to appear below them for what they're actually saying.
I've
So, like, that's kind of how we're doing them.
I've never actually sat and thought about the irony of his new voice actor because okay, literally I recommended him because obviously I thought he was good. But then it didn't even dawn on me until until the trailer came out. Wait a minute. He's a soda bottle and Rex's Sona is a soda can. Oh fuck.
I know, like that was pretty crazy.
That was
Also,
very accidental. I apologize.
also, by the way, it's not listed in the credits again because he's supposed to be a one-off character, but I actually voiced Dr. Fizzle in this. I voiced two characters in the same episode. Sue me. But because Dr. Fizzle was supposed to be a one-off character and we were running short on voice actors, so I thought, you know what? I'll put a silly ass little effect over my voice to sound like a talking soda bottle. And that's what I'll do.
Lonely summer, it's summer and I'm lonely. Lonely summer, it's summer and I'm lonely. Summer lonely, it's a lonely summer. Lonely summer, it's summer and I'm lonely. Summer days, I'm so lonely. No friends, try to phone me. No bread, just baloney. Wish someone would try.
What is happening, Randy? What did I come back?
You didn't hear any of that, did you?
I did kind of hear that, yeah.
Fuck, I say, fuck. Okay, you know what?
Anyway.
We're just gonna get back on, cutting everything out. Hold on, 1, 2, 3. All right, back to it.
Bye.
So, yeah.
So, are you just not going to fight me?
There's the...
Kaboom! Oh my god, this right here, best freeze frame ever. Wait, hold on.
So, are you just not going to fight at all, or...?
You're probably wondering how I got into this situation.
Jesus Christ, I'm coming.
I love that
Give me
shot
a
so
second.
much.
So, why were you on the phone for so long?
I was just talking to this one-off villain that said he calls this whole situation for us.
Well, I mean, how do you know he was a one-off villain?
He had a goofy-ass voice and his name was the unforgettable
Dr.
Dr. Fizzle.
Fizzle.
Goofy voice.
Most definitely a fucking one-off villain. One-off
No
villain.
one steals my headphones.
I don't think
I was so proud of how
Yeah,
this scene
let's
came
cut
out. Like, the
deeper.
animation was reaching a peak.
So, what now?
Well, now we just,
We were
kinda
just...
go
Everyone was
into all of
bouncing
that.
off each other. Voice actors were doing
Computer,
great. The animation
Play
looked
piece of
great.
trash from the Ramshackle soundtrack.
Soundtrack. Oh!
Oh
Bit of fun
yeah.
trivia.
then. We got our work cut out for us. So,
Let's
Crack
crack
some
some
eggs.
Let's crack
eggs.
some egg.
Consequence is clear. You feel it in the air.
Okay, wait. Before we end it, there's two pieces of trivia about the ending.
Lay it on me.
So rewind it a bit to the bit with the computer.
we got our work trash from the Ramshackle soundtrack.
Wait. Okay. No. You could have. Okay, now this part.
Yeah.
Like play the computer talking.
Yeah. I did.
Okay. So, yeah, basically that guy who voices the computer. Oh, by the way, sorry I keep ordering you around.
I don't give a shit.
Yeah. So basically the guy talking for the computer is the person that went on to replace Mark in the full series.
Really? Oh,
Yeah, they're the same
is,
guy.
That is fucking hilarious. Okay, wait. Okay, that's funny.
And second piece of trivia, the last frame we're about to get. Okay, basically pause it right as Clarkson closes his mouth and the red goes in his eyes. Pause it right there when we get to that.
All right then.
All right
Gotta
then.
work it out for us.
Go out for us. Set.
Let's crack some.
Let's crack some eggs.
Ah.
There we go. This frame right here. This is the craziest part of all. So the first time I ever drew all the characters together was on the back of a sticky note. And this was the shot of all of them together that I first drew on the back of that sticky note. I recreated it for the pilot. I recreated the same shot I drew when I was like 10. I put all the characters together doing the same poses and everything. And it was meant to be kind of like a whole, hey, look at how far you've come. This exact scene started on a sticky note when you were 10. And now look at this now. All of them are talking and moving and in color. The shit physically exists now. You physically made
you
I didn't know it
fucking
was
made them. They're here.
Yep, they exist now. It's like I didn't know if it was going to make it past the pilot. In fact, I probably almost thought that it wasn't at the time. Like, I was completely convinced. So I was just mainly focused on, like, look, I know this probably isn't going to be popular, but I at least wanted, like, I want to do this. Like, one of my life achievements was to physically create an animated pilot and at least bring one of my ideas to life for a singular episode. Just one. That was all I was asking for. And I accomplished it. And I thought, well, hey, this doesn't look nearly as good as it did in my head, but it does capture a lot of what I had always wanted to see. And honestly, I wouldn't change a thing. And then it started getting really popular, and bada bing, bada boom, here we are now, growing fan base, fan art, fan animations, all the good old shebang, shaboom, wama lama dom.
That
And
right there. That is some deep shit.
so yeah.
That is some deep shit, but boss, I just have to know.
What?
When is the next Psycho Cuties episode?
God fucking damn!
Make a living showing off the pretty things they have. They say they'll save us, but they're holding back. Oh wow! The tunes repeating now the band is tired of the act. I guess it isn't all that bad. When you're a piece of trash.